In death, we cannot escape from who or what we really are. Whether we like it or not, our true nature is revealed. But it is important to know that there are two aspects of our being that are revealed at the moment of death: our absolute nature and our relative nature, how we are and have been in this life. In death, all the components of our body and mind are stripped away and disintegrate. As the body dies, the senses and subtle elements dissolve, and this is followed by the death of the ordinary aspect of our mind, with all its negative emotions of anger, desire, and ignorance. Finally, nothing remains to obscure our true nature, as everything that in life has clouded the enlightened mind has fallen away. And what is revealed is the primordial ground of our absolute nature, which is like a pure and cloudless sky. This is called the dawning of the ground luminosity or clear light, where consciousness itself dissolves into the all-encompassing space of truth. Why is it that this state is called luminosity or clear light? The masters have different ways of explaining this. Some say that it expresses the radiant clarity of the nature of mind, its total freedom from darkness or obscuration, free from the darkness of unknowing and endowed with the ability to cognize. Another master the luminosity or clear light as a state of minimum distraction, because all the elements, senses and sense objects are dissolved. What is important is not to confuse it with the physical light that we know, nor with the experiences of light that will unfold presently in the next bardo. The luminosity that arises at death is the natural radiance of the wisdom of our own Rigpa, the uncompounded nature present through all of samsara and nirvana. The dawning of the ground luminosity or clear light at the moment of death is the great opportunity for liberation. But it is essential to realize on what terms this opportunity is given. Some modern writers and researchers on death have underestimated the profundity of this moment. Because they have read and interpreted the Tibetan Book of the Dead without the benefit of the oral instructions and training that fully explain its sacred meaning, they have oversimplified it and jumped to quick conclusions. One assumption they then make is that the dawning of the ground luminosity is enlightenment. It is important to know that only if we have really been introduced to the nature of our mind, our Rigpa, and only if we have established and stabilized it through meditation and integrated it into our life, does the moment of death offer a real opportunity for liberation. Even though the ground luminosity presents itself naturally to us all, most of us are totally unprepared for its sheer immensity, the vast and subtle depth of its naked simplicity. The majority of us will simply have no means of recognizing it, because we have not made ourselves familiar with ways of recognizing it in life. What happens then is that we tend to react instinctively with all our past fears, habits and conditioning, all our old reflexes. Though the negative emotions may have died for the luminosity to appear, the habits of lifetimes still remain, hidden in the background of our ordinary mind. Though all our confusion dies in death, instead of surrendering and opening to the luminosity, in our fear and ignorance, we withdraw and instinctively hold on to our grasping. This is what obstructs us from truly using this powerful moment as an opportunity for liberation.